I just watched the video. Yeah, but in case you don't know, the Godzilla Apple TV series has casted has cast some new actors to play the roles, and apparently it's a father and son role. Like the actors are Kurt Russell and Wyatt Wyatt. I mean not Wyatt Russell. Like both father and son be playing some characters in the Godzilla Apple TV series. So yeah.
Kurt and Wyatt Russell are going after
Yeah.
Godzilla. Hey everybody, I'm Adam Martinetti and I'm on Godzilla's side. Apple TV Plus
We all
announced
are.
yesterday that Kurt Russell and his son Wyatt Russell have joined their MonsterVerse series focused on Godzilla and the Titans. The series promises to expand the legendary cinematic universe by giving us a new look at all the amazing creatures that populate planet Earth after the explosive ending of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Apple TV Plus didn't release any details about the parts of both the Russells, but the series will follow a family as they try to make sense of a world filled with monsters after the destruction of San Francisco at the end of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Here's the series' official synopsis. Following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco, and the shocking new reality that monsters are real, the Untitled series will explore one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a legacy linking them to the secret organization known as Monarch.
So based on what I've heard, um, apparently they're playing the same character, but like two different times. Like kind of like how Kong was the same Kong, basically, but he got older in Godzilla versus Kong than he was in Kong Skull Island. It's basically that. It's basically that, but with this new character that both actors are playing. It's the same character, but two completely different points in time, like two completely different timelines. It's not. I don't think it's true. It could be true because I watched that Dangerville video, and apparently, he's playing a character from Godzilla Awakening. So yeah, again, it could be just Dangerville's theory. It might be completely. It might be new characters. It might even actually be a son and father, basically like how they are. So yeah.
No release date has been announced for the show, but stay tuned to Collider for all your updates. I'm Adam Martinetti, and don't forget to head over to Collider.com for your movie news, trailers, and reviews. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.
Uh, so yeah, Kurt and Russell, Wyatt Russell. Oh yeah, which by the way, Russell, Russell isn't their last name. I'm just saying. No. It's probably just. I'm just probably making a little, nod to the actual Russells in the MonsterVerse. Yeah. Where's Dangerville? I want to see his video.
Every 15 minutes, someone buys a home with a Redfin agent. And because we're closing twice as many deals as up.
Well before the current timeline of the show.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've already watched the video, which is why I'm making this. I've heard news about this, which is why I'm making this video.
What's up, residents? Welcome to Danger. In what is probably the second most exciting reveal so far, outside of Godzilla being confirmed for the show, the up-and-coming MonsterVerse Apple TV series. It still doesn't have an official name for some reason, I may add. Kurt Russell.
I don't know what the show's gonna be called at this point, cause like when it was like a couple days like after it was like first announced, people were already saying stuff like, "Oh, the show's gonna be called Godzilla and the Titans." I don't know what the show's gonna be called. It's probably just gonna be called Monarch or something. Yeah. Yeah, the show's probably just gonna be called Monarch. Or I don't know. All I know is that it's a new MonsterVerse TV series featuring Godzilla and the Titans, and it's about Monarch. So we all know Godzilla's gonna be in the show, but like, what is the show gonna be called?
Oh, yes, the iconic legendary actor has been confirmed, along with his son, his real-life son Wyatt, to be leading actors in this new show. While we're unsure if it's going to play out like this in the end, early reports and rumors are saying that the two will both be playing a character who has been seen before in the MonsterVerse, just maybe not by a whole lot of you. Both actors playing the same character, you ask? Well, there is still the chance that the showrunners will change up the lore a little and make the two actors play father and son in this new story, just like real life. Or that the characters have no connection at all in this story, but it's, cool to get this father-son acting duo on your production. The leading rumor is that the actors will play the same character, though, just at different points in life. And this is why. Within the very first bit of MonsterVerse media ever created, that being the graphic novel Godzilla Awakening, we are introduced to the character Shaw, the one that the Russell men are rumored to both be playing, throughout what we assume are going to be a mix of modern timeline and flashback scenes. Now, I'm sure plenty of you haven't took a look at Godzilla Awakening. It kind of came during that period of the MonsterVerse where, we were all just getting into it, so it kind of was overlooked. But I'm going to give you a quick summary so you can get to know more about this Shaw guy. Little hint, he's probably the most gung-ho man's man character in the entire MonsterVerse timeline since the guys from Kong School Island, so in today's Hollywood, that's a massive win on paper. If you want to be kept up to date on more MonsterVerse news like this, stomp that subscribe.
I swear, I love
button
Gochi
and hit the
Singer's
bell.
edits.
So we all know Ken Watanabe's character.
I like how
is the
Godzilla
hero
just like
Godzilla
stomp
in
on the
MonsterVerse. Easily
subscribe
the most
button.
fan favorite character in the series before they killed him off. They seem to like to do that with their good characters in the MonsterVerse for some reason. In Godzilla Awakening, we see an infant and young boy version of Shiro. The story takes
which by the way, I just want to point out, like, I'm just like theorizing. Don't come at me, like, I'm just theorizing. I don't want, like, I don't know if people are gonna say what people are gonna say to me, but are these characters gonna be in the MonsterVerse 2024 movie, like Destroy All Monsters? Like, I don't know. Like, these characters that are gonna be in the show, are they gonna be in the 2024 movie? Like, in the next movie? Are they gonna tease, like, I'm just wondering, guys. Are they gonna like reference Kong, similar to how like Kong was like referenced in King of the Monsters? I really liked how they referenced Kong in King of the Monsters. They referenced him a couple times as well. By the way, they referenced Kong a lot in King of the Monsters. I mean, we all knew that, but like, are they gonna like reference Kong in this show? Because this is like right after 2014. Like, are they gonna like know about Kong after 2014? Because Kong Skull Island took place in the 1970s, and we all know about the whole Godzilla versus Kong thing right now. The movie's already out right now. The movie's already out, and plus we're getting a sequel in 2024. But like, are they gonna like? I'm just saying, like, are they gonna like reference Kong since he was referenced and he's part of the MonsterVerse? I'm just saying, could they be getting the characters from Kong Skull Island in this show, but older? What's his name? Houston Brooks could be in this show, for all I know.
In 1954.
But I don't think he's gonna be in the show. He's probably just gonna be in the next movie.
baby, and his father saved him from the rubble, and that begins their monster hunting lives. The story follows Ishiro's father, and he eventually meets up with this character Shaw. Now, Shaw is actually the one who get these Sarazawas into the monster hunting thing. Is right after World War II, a mixed unit of Americans and Japanese was created to hunt down strange, otherworldly threats that were starting to pop up all over the globe. Monarch. Shaw is your typical lifelong military-like guy who always comes off as the heroic American. But he also seems to have a real soft, caring side, which is a pleasant surprise for a military-based character.
I'm trying to remember this name. I haven't read Godzilla Awakening yet, so I really don't like. All I know is that the Shinomura and the whole like nuke blowing up in 1954.
Godzilla was fighting in Godzilla Awakening, and the threat for the time was subdued. Fast forward to 1981, and Ishiro's father has just passed away. Now a young man, Ishiro gives a heartfelt statement about his father, and then is met with a familiar face from his past. You guessed it, Shaw. Coming to pay respect to his old comrade, Shaw also had another plan, to recruit Ishiro to the same company that his father once worked for, Monarch. And the rest is history. So in Awakening, we see that Shaw is actually one of the founding fathers of Monarch. But there is something that's kind of wrong with all this. The timeline doesn't add up for the new show. Taking place in 2014, Shaw would have to be nearly 90 years old in this current show timeline. Now, Kurt is an older man these days, but he's not that old. They could age him to look like an old World War II vet, but I feel like that would be a waste of such a legendary actor. If the show does go the way of having both the Russells play the same character, then I expect the show to either alter the lore from Awakening just a little in order to have Kurt be closer to his actual age, or they will both be playing out flashback scenes that go over the history of Monarch, well before the current timeline of the show. We could say Wyatt playing Shaw right after the bomb was detonated and Godzilla was first discovered, using him for a few decades of lore and episodes. And then in the 1970s or 80s, about halfway through the series, they could have Kurt play the character leading up to modern times and show how he influenced Ken Watanabe's character Ishiro during his younger days in Monarch. Right now, though, we just don't have enough to go off of, but regardless, the casting of the Russell...
I'm looking at a tweet. The MCU, like, actors are joining the Monsterverse. I mean, they're trying to get this Monsterverse to be popular.
...will help get this show off the ground. I once again want to give a massive shout out to KDM for giving us this information.
Like, they're trying to get the Monsterverse to be popular, everyone. At least they're not, like, getting obvious big actors like Chris Evans or like Chris Hemsworth or Scarlett Johansson or like Robert Downey Jr. or Paul Rudd, Tom Holland, Chris Pratt, Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot. I don't care. I'm just naming Marvel and DC actors at this point. But like, not even just Marvel and DC actors, big name actors. But yeah, or shit. Since we're naming big name actors, at least they're not getting. I would like for him to come. He could possibly come. Jason Momoa, Dwayne Johnson. I don't fucking know. For all that I know, shit. As far as I know, shit, they could be in the next movie for all I know. Like, imagine seeing The Rock next to Kong. Imagine, like, seeing, big name actors talking about Godzilla. Yeah. But for real, though, at least they're trying to, like, get the Monsterverse to get more hype and interesting, especially since Godzilla vs. Kong was a huge success. So of course it makes sense. You want your universe to be bigger as long as they don't fuck it up. Kind of like how the MCU is doing right now. Yeah.
You guys want to see all this news about the
Because I noticed that trend in franchises. The bigger it gets, the more like the bigger their universe get, the more it's easier to just like fuck it up. Like it seems like you trust them after they release these type of movies, but when the next few movies come and it gets bigger and bigger, it just like seems more easier to just screw it up. And I'm worried that they might fuck up the next phase of MonsterVerse. Look, the next MonsterVerse phase leading up to Destroy All Monsters or Godzilla and Kong Monster War or Godzilla vs. Kong 2, the next movie in 2024. For all that I know, as far as I know, this Godzilla Apple series could suck. The next MonsterVerse movie could be worse than Godzilla 2014. The Kong anime series could be like as bad as the Godzilla Earth trilogy. For all that I know, the next MonsterVerse phase could just potentially be the doom, like the doom of the Godzilla of the MonsterVerse, and then Toho is like forced to get the rights back to Godzilla, and then. Which to be fair, if the MonsterVerse ever comes to an end, where are they gonna do it? King Kong or Kong? Because Warner Bros. Could probably just make another King Kong film without it being in the MonsterVerse. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, for all that I know, the next like MonsterVerse projects could possibly suck. Which I know they're not gonna suck because we trust these people, we trust them. Like, literally every single Godzilla or Kong project, whether it's a comic or a movie, and now shows and games. Yes, the fact that we're getting games in the MonsterVerse now. I mean, to be fair though, we had games when Godzilla 2014 was coming out, like mobile game apps. But yeah, the fact that the MonsterVerse is getting bigger, I'm just worried that they might fuck it up. So yeah, I don't want them to do that, but I'm worried it might happen. But we come on guys, we trust these people. We trust Legendary and what they could do with the MonsterVerse so far. So yeah.
As it happens, go give them a follow. I'll leave
Despite our complaints.
You can still help support the channel by joining our new membership program, so feel free to take a look at that and earn all those crazy rewards. So as always, residents, this is Jacob, this is my face, and I will see you in the next
Yeah, I've noticed Dangerville has been showing his face lately. Jacob, yeah, I've noticed that he's been showing his face lately. So yeah, Kurt and Wyatt Russell is confirmed to be playing, like, is confirmed for the Godzilla Apple TV series. That's the title. Anyway, that's all I gotta say right now. So yeah, I'm out.